Good morning. Good morning. How about a sound check? My voice isn't working real good this morning, but hopefully you can hear me. So I'm looking for a 1 in the chat. So I know that you can hear me. My allergies are a little off the charts this morning, and my nose is like burning. It's officially spring showing up. Oh my goodness. Spring is here, y'all. My allergies are doing double time. Oh, there's some ones. All right. That is good to know. Let's get back up here because I saw Anne was excited. There it is. I'm excited for today. Later, we are going to go pick up my new to me wood desk that I found at Goodwill for only $50, and it's a beaut. It's going to double as my crafting table. That is awesome. Yay! Love it. Love it. Was it you last night that said you scored a bunch of yarn at Goodwill too? Yes. Somebody did. I think it was you. And there's Dyson's Crazy Adventure. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome. You're going to send me a picture later. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Oh, and Christina's going to be at the post office this morning. That's always fun. Oh, yeah. And I know what it is. Ha! Let's see. Wild and Wonderful Views by Tom is here. Hello. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it very much. And cheers. You betcha. Got my water this morning. Where's my other bottle of water? Oh, it's over here. Here it is. Because I'm almost done with this one, so there's my other bottle. Oh my goodness. It is a beautiful, beautiful day today. Oh my gosh. First of all, welcome to Crafting Hour. Whether you're here for the live or you're here for the replay, we appreciate you so very much. I'm still working on my hat, so I'm going to be working on that here in a minute. And I'm on row 5, which means it's not going to be too much longer and it's going to be done. But it is a beautiful day. Oh my gosh. And what a great day to go outside. What a great day to go outside and do some things out in the beautiful, beautiful weather. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So it's a great day to go out and play. And so I was thinking about this morning. Why don't we, as adults, why don't we say, hey, I'm going to go out and play for a while. I'm going to go outside and play for a while. The kids get to. The kids get to. And really, when it comes down to it, hey, I'm going to go out and check the garden. Okay. Sounds legit. But what are we really doing? We're really going outside to play in the dirt, right? Anyway, I've got spring fever. I'm ready to garden. I'm ready to flower garden. I'm ready to get my leaf lettuce planted and my collard greens planted. I missed out on my collards last year, and I'm not going to do that this year. And checking to see what the early crops are that we can plant in mid-March because, baby, they're going in the ground. Because I'm ready. Oh, my goodness. But, go out. I've been thinking about going out and riding my bicycle because it's so pretty out. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I could balance myself on it this year or not. Every year I get on a bicycle, I'm afraid I'm just going to crash. So far, I haven't. So far, I've been good. But yeah, that's always my big fear the first few times I get on the bicycle. Is it going to stay up or is it going to fall over? I don't want to fall over. Falling over hurts. I don't want to fall over. And and even just going out and spending some time in nature. Oh my gosh, just go sit in the woods, sit in the yard next to the woods, just sit on the swing outside or the porch swing and listen to the birds singing. Watch the squirrels play. I'm so happy for warmer weather finally getting here. And y'all, I looked at the forecast before I got on here, and it's supposed to be 72 degrees here today. It's already 61. I'm looking forward to it, but it is definitely time to go back on my allergy medicines. Yes, daily, not just when I think I need it. So I will be doing that as of today. All right, let's get back over here. Everybody's saying hi. There's Lena and the Nature. Hello, thanks for being here. And everybody's saying good morning. Stopping by before I'm going to sleep. Well, we appreciate it very much. Thank you so much. There's Sandra at Hawkins Family Adventures. Good morning. Good morning. And Paul Vines is here driving and listening. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to turn my music on here in a minute. Him saying he's listening reminded me. Let's see. Aw, sweetheart. Thank you very much. Well, your words touched my heart, and it's just reinforced feelings and thoughts of my own. Absolutely. Oh, Dyson's Crazy Adventure says it's raining there. I can't play outside. Well, that's going to be what I call it now. I'm just going to say, hey, honey, I'm going to go out and play in the dirt. And that's gardening. Because, why can't we go out to play? I don't see why we can't. Let's see here. Ann says, I do when I go rock hounding. That's right. Oh, and that's one of our favorite things to do is just go for walks and along the creeks and the riverbank and the paths, nature paths. I can't do like hiking because part of my lupus, and Doug and I were talking about this just yesterday, is I feel so good the past 6 years. I have felt so good that I never thought this day would ever happen, y'all. I can't even express what a monumental thing this is that I'm getting ready to say. I forgot I couldn't be outside all the time, okay? Because I'm feeling so good, I forgot. And one of the things with my lupus, I'm going to cry if I'm not careful. One of the things with my lupus, it's all right to cry, right? But one of the things with my lupus is I literally am allergic to the sun. Yeah, there's that. I am allergic to the sun. I will crack and bleed. I'm that kind of allergic to the sun. I'm one of those. But I forgot. I literally forgot. And that has never, ever happened to me before, that I have felt so good that I just forgot about those little things. Now, that's not a little thing, but those little things that are my limitations have just not even been in my mind or my thoughts, because I've been feeling so good. So I have to be careful. I do go outside, but I have to be careful. So like, people sitting in their lawn chairs out in the sun, I can't do that for very long. I have to really limit myself. And so I would have to be in the shade. I mean, there's things I can do that I can be outside for as long as I want to be. We have a screen tent that Douglas set up for me. And so if I need to be out of the sun, I can just go in there and sit. And I usually have a hay bale in there and a chair, and I can put my feet up on that hay bale and read a while or take a nap or whatever I want to do, right? To manage myself. But yeah, just totally forgot. Totally forgot. And I am, now that spring is here and I'm going to be outside, having to reprogram my protocols for managing my time in the sun. Yeah, gonna have to get that mindset going again. We used to play outside, but they said lawn darts was too dangerous. Oh my goodness. There's Thrifty Angela. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. And Wild and Wonderful Views by Tom says, if you fall off a bike, apparently you just get back on. That's right, after you're done crying. I'm glad you're here, Thrifty Angela. I'm going to be working on a hat today, and I guess I should probably start getting that out. Oh, yes, loving the warmer weather. Thrifty Angela is love getting outside. Oh, me too. Me too. I can't wait. Sandra says it's freezing here today. It's going to get to 54 for the high. Woo, woo. And you know what? In like 3 days, we're going to be back down to 36 for our high. Oh, all you can do is laugh, because it's laugh or cry. So I'm just going to laugh. Oh, allergies are hitting you too. And no, they're not fun. Not at all. Ah. Diane Phoenix is here. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, you've had your first pollen alert of the season. Oh my, yep, it is here. And yep, right there. Allergies. So I will be going back on my Claritin daily. Yep. Everybody's saying good morning. Oh my gosh. Doug's words last night touched my heart, and how he lost his Cheerios was amazing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he talks nonstop. I cannot get him to be quiet. I can't get a word in edgewise when he's around. Speaking of Doug, my light's not on. My Doug and Ava light is not on. Let's see. Well, it takes coordination, y'all. It takes coordination, and I've got it. At the moment, don't expect any later. Mo Bang for your bucks is here. Good morning. Good morning. I will. And at times when I forget, Doug helps me, because when I forget my limits or I test my limits, it's Doug. I mean, those aren't just my consequences. They're his consequences too, because he's the one that has to help take care of me if I end up in bed for 2 days and can't cook or anything like that. He has to pick up that slack. So he's my, in fact, there's been people who don't understand or know us. And I forget sometimes that I'm around people who don't know us. And I will look at Doug and say, can I do that? You know, and I'm thinking, okay, here's my consequences. If I do that, I know I'm going to pay the consequences for that for the next couple of days, health-wise, right? Can I do that? And if he says no, better not. And then I'm like, okay, because I knew that. I just needed it reinforced a little bit, right? Or maybe I'm not sure. And I ask him and he'll, but sometimes people take that wrong. And yeah, but he helps me keep track of myself and my limitations. And so I'm good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Yeah. I literally crack and bleed. And the first time Doug and I went camping, I told him I crack and bleed if I'm in the sun for too long. And we were at a old Thresher show. We were outside all the time. And literally, this just turned, it's like, I can't even explain it. It's not like I just bleed a little. It's like it turns leathery and just cracks. And so I had that, and I was bleeding here, and I was bleeding, I think, on my nose the whole weekend. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm strange. It's okay. See, and I can't tag when I'm on my phone either. Some people's phones can. Mine will not. So I get it. There's Tracy Ocean Fire 777. Hello. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Where are we? Oh my goodness. Laughing is good medicine unless you have abdominal stitches. Oh, been there. It hurts to laugh and cough. Oh my gosh. Right? The muscles you don't even know you're using until you've had a surgery or something like that where it hurts to use those muscles. And then you're like, oh, can't move. Doug doesn't need words. He's got the look. That is true. Oh my goodness. There's little Pissy Willie Mike. Hello. Thanks for being here. Bam! Happy craft day. He does. Right? Thank you. Cinder says, going to my parents' place tomorrow to get some yarn that my mom isn't using, and I'm going to make an afghan. Awesome. Yep, hold on to the pillow close when you have them stitches. Absolutely. Oh, yes. Oh, never hugged one so hard in my life. Oh, my goodness. Well, let's get some music going. Let's see. I need to come over here. Because if I don't have the music going and I can't talk while I'm crafting then all the time, then it kind of fills up the background and I don't feel bad for not talking so much. And I love this one, how it's just subtle. Now there's different ones. Have y'all heard these? Okay, here's what we got. We got this one. I'm going to turn them up. Got that one. Got this one. There it goes. We got Daydreaming. That one's not bad. I mean, it's not bad for background music, right? That's not bad. Then this one's Into Space. Cheerful little music. We got one called Lofi. What is this? We got Night Driving. I like this one. So relax. Here it comes. It's just relaxed and you're just cruising along, right? I could crochet to that. Then we got Rock. My favorite is at least for crafting hour, because it's soft and subtle, and it can behind me when I'm talking, and it doesn't distract me. So I tend to just grab Feeding the Ducks. Okay, let's see here. What do we got going on? We've got a hat. Here it is. Oops, my crochet is stuck in it. Whoopsie. Okay. So, oh my gosh. Okay. I have coordination. I really do. I do. Okay, so here's the top of our hat so far. And it's a ponytail hat. I like those because I have long hair, and so I like that I can have a ponytail, and I wear them without having a ponytail out the top, and this whole still my head stays warm. It doesn't affect that at all. Okay, so I'm working on this, and it's going to be gray, white, and navy blue. We'll get to work on some crafting. I've got my chart here that I'm keeping track of. So I decided to add some extra blues. So gray. So I'm going to do 8 rows total of gray. I'm going to do only 2 rows of white this time because my pink didn't show up as well as I wanted, because this was at the very back of my head and I couldn't see it. So I'm doing extra rows of the color. I'm only going to do 2 rows of white, and I'm going to do 5 rows of the teal. And so I've got it mapped out here, and I'm just making little marks as I go. So I like to not have the patterns on the computer, okay? You can get patterns all over the place online for free. You can buy patterns. You can find patterns that you just love or that are designed by a friend. Like I bought Triple C's pattern, and I'm making that cardigan sweater that this hat is going to match. You can find patterns everywhere, and they can be free ones. They can be ones you buy. So this was a free one I found on, I believe it was a YouTube tutorial actually, showing us how to make a hat, and then the free pattern in the description. That's been years ago, so I don't remember who it was or anything, but I like to write it down because I can reuse this and keep track and color, use different highlighters for different times. and I can reuse this page of notes here probably 7-8 times before I have to rewrite it out. That's just me. That's how I prefer to do it. You could do it right from the pattern on the computer. I don't, okay, it's a patience thing for me. I get annoyed if it takes me very long to figure out where I stopped and where I'm ready to start. Anybody else? Anybody else that way? I really do. I get really annoyed if I have to spend too much time figuring that out. So I know by looking at this, I already know I'm ready for row 5. Done deal. I can tell that fast. So that's why I have my paper notes. And where's my ink pen for marking it off? And if I wasn't sure, then I would just count my rows here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm ready for row 6. Now that I said I already know, guess what? I didn't know. Let's get back to my chat because I'm over on the other page. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Where did I leave off? I don't know. There we are. That's where I left off. Let's see. But I'm very excited that you're going to get some yarn. That is awesome, Sandra. Georgianne Rose is here. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Let's see. I'm scrolling. So you like the music. It makes me feel like I can, if I need a moment to concentrate. And right now, my counting is done. I had to count on these rows because I'm increasing, making it bigger every time, right? Now I'm just crocheting around and joining, double crochet around and join, double crochet around and join. So there's no counting anymore. Just have to be sure I don't skip any, right? That's right. Don't want to skip any. If I sing good morning, nice vibes. Yep. Feeding the ducks is my go-to. Because if I get anything too snappy, I'll be dancing while I'm trying to crochet. Oh, it's Mike's birthday. Awesome. Happy birthday, Mike. Aw. You like the ponytail hats too? I do too. And I like making them to match my outfits. Like right now, they match my sweaters and my coats. But I like to make them to match my outfits. Like if I have some favorite shirts that I wear often, I'll make me a hat to match that shirt. Oh, goodness. Thank you for dropping that. Tracy, thank you. You can't wait to make one of those ponytail hats. The hardest part is the counting right here. And once you're done there, and it's not hard, you just got to count. And y'all saw me have to rip a row out last week because I did it wrong. But that's okay. That's okay. That's part of it for me. All right. I am going to hop over here and let's get going. Let's get going. All right. Which direction am I going? I'm going to go this way. All right. And so I'm just going to chain 3. Every time I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm just double crocheting in each stitch around. And I love making these. They're easy to make. They're quick to make. Now, I did one row since last Saturday, okay? I got the counting finished so I could just talk and watch the chat when I'm crocheting today. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time. I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at it. The main thing is you just got to make sure you don't skip any, because if you do, it'll leave like a hole, an empty spot there. Thrifty Angela says, I do the same, matching my hats to my outfits. Glad I'm not the only one. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we need that driving music back on. I'm going to be a rebel today, and I'm going to try some different music. I'm a little scared. But I liked that night driving. Let's see how it works while I'm crocheting. If it's too distracting, I'll change it back. Well, that's not bad. Michael Santana has a birthday today, and he's 47 years old. That is awesome. Need some more yarn. I actually spent time counting stitches because Doug asked me. I'm like, I don't know. I'll have to see. He wanted to know how many stitches were in one row. And you know how many double crochets are in the row, but how many stitches are in a double crochet? Well, let's find out. So we got a loop, pull through. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 stitches in every one of these. There's 3 stitches in that one. Okay, so it surprised me because you don't really think about it. The only time you really think about it is when you're learning a new stitch and you're having to make sure you're doing it right while you're learning it right. And then once you've done it a little bit, it gets easier to do. And then before you know it, you're not even thinking about it anymore. You're just doing it. And you forget how many little stitches it took to get that done. So I just thought that was interesting. I have to dig my allergy medicine out. It's in the drawer in there. I know I have some left. Then I need to go get some more. Because I probably don't have very much left. All right. I'm almost to the end of that row. It doesn't take long to do these rows at all. I can sit down and make a hat in half an hour. And that is fun because that means if I have an outfit on that I don't have a hat for, well, if I think ahead, I can just sit down and make one. Except we're already to the time of year when before too long it's going to be too warm to be wearing these. But that's okay. In the summer, I usually wear these kind of hats with the ponytail out the back because hair is hot when it's down. It's like having a blanket on your shoulders and your back, and it makes me overheat. So I just ponytail it. Oh, it works. It works. Okay, so was that row 1, 2, 3? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm right on track with my keeping track marks. Keeping track marks. Whatever. Let's see. Awesome, awesome. Anne says, I don't normally wear hats except for at the coast. My ears hurt so bad sometimes that I have to wear either a hat or headband that's wide enough to go over my ears too. Yes, and is that from the wind, little breeze? I get earaches really bad if I'm out in a breeze for very long. So I do the same thing with headbands, only they're a little wider, so that you can make those too, so that it covers. I can just pull it over and cover my ears, as long as I keep my ears, or I put cotton in my ears. I do both. There's Fallen Arkansas Veterans. Hello, thanks for being here. Yeah, Tracy says, same here. RV Weekends, a quick hello. Miss Friday because I was attending a Disney Broadway musical. I'm hungry now, so I think I'll grill something. Grills good food. He grills good food. That's making me hungry. Thank you for dropping links, Tracy. I appreciate that very much. This car going by. Let's see. Scrolling. Everybody saying hi. Awesome. All right. I am caught up. All right. Back. Let's do another row. So this is row 7 of 15. Oops. Sometimes your hand slips right off your crochet hook like that. For me, that's a normal thing. All right, what? Oh, I was going to count, but I don't have to count. I don't have to count these rows. I can also, you can make like this one right here is just the size to just put on my head. But I also, if you make them a little longer, you can fold it up and have a fold up edge. I like to do that too sometimes. So it just depends. But if you're making a hat for someone, those are things you would need to ask them, which they prefer. And if they want it to fold up, then you just add it. I'd say 2 extra rows on there would be enough to have a fold up, because that would give you this much of a fold up. 2 rows, maybe 3. I've done 3 before. 3 rows would be that wide. So maybe 3. An extra 3 rows if they want to fold it up. Things to think about, right? Uh-oh, now I really like this night driving music. Now I'm going to have a dilemma of which one am I going to play? Because when I only had one favorite, it was easy. I just picked it. For music, I'm talking about the music. I don't know if you read my mind to know what I was talking about. In my mind, I was making perfect sense. Oh, I hear birds outside. That must be out there at the bird feeder. Doug has bird feeders out there. He has one regular feeder, he has two Finch feeders, and normally there's three suet feeders as well. And we get quite an array of birds out there, and it's so fun to just watch them. And in the mornings they'll sit in that tree waiting their turns, right? I don't know why they have to wait their turns. So many could eat at the same time, but they wait their turns and they fuss and holler. But they'll also sit there and sing while they're waiting their turn, and it's really neat. There's a cardinal out there right now. And a chickadee. I hear a chickadee. That's something I want to do more of this year is bird watching. I have my favorite spot I like to go to bird watch, and it is a state park. It's also a campground. There's I call it a pond, but it's huge. It's not big enough to be a lake, but it's huge pond. Okay, I mean huge. Like you can rent rowboats and canoes and go out there and play. And so they have that. They have camping for where you can plug in with power. They have camping where you're just camping, right? No power. They have walking trails. It's a really neat place. It's called Siloam Springs. It's in Illinois. And it's probably about an hour and a half from where I live. But it is, when I lived in Illinois, and it was just a half hour, about 35, 40 minutes away. I would go out there several times a week and just pick a place and sit. And so there was a variety of birds because you could sit by the water. And then, of course, the birds that are attracted to the water were there. And you could go on a trail and pick a place and sit and see the birds in the woods. And I enjoy both. And it's so wooded that even driving, right? Even driving, you can see birds and identify birds as you're driving around. And I think that's fun too. You can bird watch from your car. All right, I'm on row 8. You just go around and then you join it, and then you chain 3, and that's your next row. So people hold their crochet hooks differently. When I learned 40 years ago, I don't know, 40 some years ago when I learned to crochet, this is how you held your hook, and everybody held their hook just like I'm holding this hook. And it's comfortable, and it's like holding a pencil, and it just feels good to me. Okay, now people hold their hooks like this and go this way. Can I? Yes, I can. Do I like it? No, because for me, and maybe it's just because I haven't done it much, it's less control. There's less tension control. I like this because I can keep the tension right the way I like it. But one way's not right and one way wrong. Okay? It's whatever you've learned to do. And they even make hooks now. Like some days this bothers my arthritis. Okay? For the people doing it this way, they've actually made hooks that are bigger around. They have actual handles so that you're not scrunched down. I mean, look at my knuckles versus this. Relaxed, not relaxed, right? And on days my arthritis is hurting, I don't crochet. And so that would be one advantage there, because I don't think I could hold a big handle like this. I don't know. I might. I've never tried. But anyway, you will see people holding their hook both ways. And it just depends on either what you learned, or maybe you learned this way and you switched to the other way. And it just depends on what you like the best. And there are people who will argue one way or the other. I don't argue that. If you're crocheting, you're crocheting, right? And you're doing what's comfortable for you. All right. How far to move? Oh, I'm over there. Okay. Not quite there yet. I thought I should be there. I'm not yet. Let's see. We got get to the end of this row. Oh, I missed the hole. That happens too. Hear a bird out there that I don't know what it is. Might be a blue jay. Did you all know? I mean, we all know the blue jay sound, right? And but did you know they also have a call that sounds like a flute? It's really pretty. I did not know that until one day I could hear the bird. Now, as a bird watcher, I memorized bird calls. I spent hours listening and memorizing bird calls so that if I hear a bird, I can know what it is and I know what I'm looking for when I'm out bird watching. Because sometimes you can find a bird that way. And I have heard bluebirds and just listened to them to where and traveled to them to where I was pretty close. You don't want to get so close they quit singing. And then I just sat down and scanned the trees until I found them. And you can locate birds that way if you know bird calls. So I heard this bird call I didn't know before, and I couldn't locate the bird. I couldn't figure out what it was. So I call in Quincy, Illinois. There was a not Birds Unlimited, but there was a bird store there. Maybe that was the name. I don't remember. It's been like 20 years ago. I call them, and when your car is making weird noises and you're talking to the mechanic and you're like, it's going like that. Hopefully nobody's cars. I was on the phone with this Birds Unlimited store going, it sounds like this, and I'm whistling and I'm humming and I'm trying to imitate the sound, and they're like, they don't know what that is. So I got frustrated and I just went and sat outside in the yard. And I'm like, when I hear it, I'll eventually locate it with my eyes. So I'm sitting out there, and it was a blue jay. It turned out to be a blue jay. And they do have a really pretty sound. And just the other day, because I heard it out there And I think that's what I'm hearing now is the blue jay doing his little flute-like song. I heard it the other day, and I asked Doug, I said, "You'll never guess what that is." And he's like, "What is it?" I said, "It's a blue jay." And he's like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "It is." So we went to the window and we waited till we heard it. And it was the blue jay. We could see him in the tree. It was the blue jay. So I got online and I found one bird site, only one, that included that call in their bird song for the blue jay. Nobody else had it on there, but at one spot did. So that made me very happy because at the time when I was trying to figure out what it was, there was no recording of it like that. So this is row 9. 2, 3, let me get 1 here. And then I'm going to, let's see. Oh, it's hard to remember how to do things when you don't do them very often. Okay, let's see. Did that go in? There it is. If anybody wants to come up, I'm behind in my chat, so I'm going to come over here and read my chat. There's Hope Bus. Hey, if anybody wants to come up and say hi, if you're working on a craft, you can show us what you're doing. If you just want to do a 2-minute, quick 2-minute, what is your channel about? You can do that too. I always say I need to know who you are. You need to have a picture and you need to have your camera on so I can see you before I bring you up. I think I know everyone in my chat right now though. Let's see. I don't know where I am exactly here. Okay, I saw that. I'm scrolling, guys. I'm scrolling. Thrifty Angela had to go get these boys some lunch, head to the park. It is too nice to stay inside. I hope y'all have fun. And let's see here. And there's Mike's channel. And there's Hope Bus. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Can't stay long. Expecting my grandfather today. Oh, how nice. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for the link. Oh, Anne says, I have hummingbird feeders. My regular hummingbirds don't share well, though. I know, right? I've never seen so many birds fighting as when the hummingbirds come to the hummingbird feeder. They'll like dive bomb. Boom! Get out of here. I even have one who, when he's not eating, will still sit off to the side, like in a tree or on the pole. Oh, am I going to sneeze? I think I'm not. And I did sneeze. He will sit off to the side, but if anybody else comes up to eat, he flies over there and chases them off. It's like, I'm not eating, but I don't want you guys to eat it either. Yeah. You need to fill yours. We haven't put ours out yet, but it's about time to. They'll be coming through. Once it gets a little warmer and stays warm for a little bit. Uh-oh, his stomach's growling. I make it look so easy. Well, I've done it for a long time, and one of the things that I do is I'm always watching YouTube videos or might have something on series on Netflix going or a Hulu. And I'm looking over here as I'm crocheting most of the time. So I've learned the feel of it. So I can crochet without looking. It's just because I've done it for a long time. Privacy at last. Tracy says, love hummingbirds. My mother fed a lot of birds, so we continue to do so. We have crow, quail, and other bird families who keep returning to nest. Oh, that is awesome. Thank you for that link, Tracy. Fallen Arkansas Veteran says, I used to have a mockingbird right outside my window that would never shut up all day, all night. I had to finally throw rocks in the tree, not hitting him, but around him to scare him off. Oh, out at the farm, they have mockingbirds. And it's so fun to hear them and watch them. And man, they really sing. And I heard a little pop. I see Sandra down there. Let's see here. There we go. Hey, lady.
Hey, how are you doing? I'm tired. I've been up since 2:30 this morning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Body's like, time to get up. You're hurting. I need some sleep. I love your ponytail hats. Those are awesome.
Thank you. We buy those packages, and I keep them at my desk in a desk drawer. Mm-hmm. One, so I don't use them, because when you do ponytails, you're just like, you grab whichever one's closest, right?
Yep.
You just grab whatever's closest, because if I don't have to get up to go get one, I'm not going to get up to get it. And so I have to keep that new package put up, or else I'll like get one out.
Yep.
And then I'll get one out and use it.
Mm-hmm.
For my hats.
Or you set it somewhere and you forget where you put it.
Oh, I'm really good at that. I am really good at that. Let me tell you. Hey, there's Georgie Gale. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Okay, you got a quick 2-minute watch your channel about?
Pretty soon I'm going to be going to Long Beach, Washington, and I'm going to do a live while we're there. So it's going to be a pop-up. That's for mine and my twin's birthday. Our husbands planned it.
Nice. So,
yeah, it's going to be fun. And once the weather gets a little better and it's, better to be outside, seeing as we're freezing cold here right now, we're going to go and do our fishing and camping.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm getting excited.
I can't wait.
And I'm going to be going to some of the places where I have been here in Oregon. I've lived in Oregon my whole life, and I still haven't seen it all. So there are places that I love to go. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to try to film where my mom grew up. There's an old house in Estacado, Oregon. And my grandparents, her grandparents had it. And so it's over 100 years old. So, but it got sold out of the family after my uncle passed away this last year. So, but I want to be able to go and show everybody the places here in Oregon that I go to, because it is a beautiful state. And there's a lot of stuff to see here.
Well, I, for one, would love to see those videos, because my grandparents lived in Oregon for a while.
Wow.
And they would always go back and visit every year. And that was like their main vacation. They would go visit Oregon every year. And, I was a kid then, so I'm sure they had friends too. Maybe they were going to see too. I don't know, but they went every year. And I have not been. So I would
Wow.
love to see Oregon through your eyes. So
I
I
will.
see Oregon.
Yeah, I will show you Oregon. We like to go anywhere from. We've been up 101, all of Oregon, pretty much. All the way over to Idaho. We've been up into Idaho, so we would go over to the Snake River and go fishing there. We lived over in Goldendale, Washington. It's beautiful over there, but we had to come back to Oregon. But yeah, we all the way down to Southern Oregon. I still have yet to see Crater Lake, which I've always wanted to go there. My parents have been there, and I'm like, man, I've been by there how many times? Just right on by,
Yeah. Well, that's what we tend to do when it's, where we live and and that's something we're going to do this summer is we're going to get out and we're going to look up like the state parks and things like that, because there's some around here we're not even aware of.
Yeah.
And there's some we're aware of that we do drive by and we've never stopped and gone in there to see what it is, And so we're going to try to do some of that too. But I have to remember my limits.
Yeah. Yep.
It's getting nice and I want to go outside. So I'm like, I got to remember that.
Yeah.
What brought that up to my mind is the recent meetups, right?
Yeah.
And it just dawned on me. Of course, we can't go to meetups right now, so it's kind of irrelevant. But it just reminded me that, I'm like, Doug, even if we went in these videos during the daytime, everybody's got their chairs set up, in like a community area right in the sun. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that. I said, and I hadn't even thought about that, I mean, we just set up our screen tent and I'd be in my little screen tent in the shade. It's not that big of a deal, but I hadn't even thought about it, as far as my health wise. I hadn't because I haven't had to all winter, right?
Right.
I forgot.
I do want to tell people though, if you're on disability, you can go to any Forest Service ranger building that is open and get an access pass. The access pass will get you half off on a federal campground.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know that. I bet there's other people who don't know that. That's nice to know.
Yeah. That's what we did. My husband was on disability because of a surgery he had. Well, living on that much wasn't working, so he had to go to work, and I started working, and so we had to have the access pass that we use because it's for life.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
But it's half off. Not in state parks, only in federal parks.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. That's good information to know.
You're welcome.
Did you see this comment? The Dysons found a pet cockatiel out on their swing set.
Oh, wow.
Last spring.
Somebody's missing their bird.
And Anne's got to go. Go, she's going to get her desk. Isn't that exciting? Oh my gosh, I love thrift. I can't say it right now.
Thrift store.
Store, yes. and finds. I mean, she found a desk. That's where I got this roll top desk. Was at a thrift store.
Yep.
And it was new to me, but boy, it's had a life. I can tell you, it has scars.
Yeah. I have stuff from. Free's a good price too.
Yes. I have some of those too. Absolutely. I'll raise my hand. We are the car that will stop and back up if there's something sitting out on the curb. We are the car. What is it? Let's look.
Do I need it? Do I want it? Do I have room?
Right. And sometimes they go right in the back.
Yep. Yep, for sure. But anyways, you had it open, so I thought I'd come up and say hi. And thank you very much for your kind words yesterday. It meant a lot.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I have work tonight, so I'm gonna try to take a nap.
Yep. Oh, I hear your dogs. Your dogs are tap dancing too. You must have hardwood floors too.
Yes.
We have hardwood floors, and you hear that. That's what I always tell. Oh, that's my dog tap dancing.
Yep, it is.
Because that's what it sounds like. I know that sound well.
Oh yes. It gets annoying after a while. It's like, just go lay down. Oh man.
I get so used to it, I don't pay any attention to it though. Unless I'm live, and then I'm like, oh, that's the dog tap dancing. Because I realize other people might be like, what is that?
Yeah, it's my dog.
Tap dancing. That's what I call it. He's tap dancing.
They do it all day.
He's tap dancing to the kitchen.
Yep. Anyways, I'll see you all later. Thank you, Ava.
All right.
Love ya.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
So Anne is on the way to get her desk. That was fun. Thanks for coming up, Sandra. Let's see. Oh, you caught it and he freaked out, bit me good, and got out of my hands and flew away. And you couldn't find it again. Yeah, we were down at the riverfront. This has been maybe 6 years ago. And I don't know if they were, parakeets are little, lorikeets are bigger, but these looked even bigger. So they might have been lovebirds, a pair of lovebirds, maybe. Because they kind of all have that same look, right? I think they were a pair of lovebirds, and they were up in that tree, and here we are. Oh my gosh. So we're like trying to climb the tree, right? But they just keep getting up higher and higher. So, we didn't get them, but I'm sure they were somebody's birds who got out, because that's not normal to see that kind of bird here where we live, because we have harsh weather and winters, right? So yeah, that would be wild. You said it was a cockatiel? Yeah, a cockatiel. Wow. I hear something outside. Okay. And that hurts when they bite, because those beaks have power. Those beaks are really strong. I've been bitten by a bird, a pet bird. Still listening while getting ready. Aha! I'm still in my PJs. Hey, I haven't had a PJ day. I may have a PJ day tomorrow all day long. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on if I go outside to play. Right? Paul Vine saying hello to everybody that said hello. Yours loves your dogs. I used to, when I was a kid, I had a parakeet. And when I was in my room, I would let him loose. And he would get on the bed. He would go wherever. First, he would fly around a little bit, and then he would rest. And then he would come and sit on the end of my pencil while I did my homework. That's how I did my homework every night, was with my bird sitting on the end of my pencil. And he ate all my erasers. Well, I don't know if he ate them, but I had no erasers on my pencil because he ripped them off one little piece at a time. Oh, you had one growing up. Toothpick Tug-of-War. There's Free Handley Maid. Hello. Thanks for being here. right? I look forward to those videos too. And you know, that's one thing that is so neat about videos and everyone's channels is we're getting to know people we wouldn't have met otherwise, one. And two, especially for me, because we don't travel right now, is I get to see places I don't get to go. Even just in other states, it doesn't, and it doesn't have to be the grand attraction things. I'm a girl that likes to go in the woods, so I want to see the woods. I want to see the fishing. I want to see the nature. I want to see the gardens. I want to see the flowers. I want to see the sights, the trees, the towns. I am in love with main streets. I want to see everybody's main streets. I love old barns. I want to see the countryside and I want to see old barns. I love creeks. I want to see creeks, and they're different everywhere, right? And that's one of the things that I think is so fun about everyone's channels. Let's see. I'm scrolling. It's about time to go. And I'm scrolling. Scrolling. Oh, your parakeet would take your pencil and drop it off the table every time you laid it down. They have little personalities. Oh, yeah. Free Handly Maid wants to go thrift store shopping this coming week. Anne just found a desk at a thrift store. They're on their way to pick it up right now. Christina is still here and listening. Oh, neat. You have a video out that you went back in time to my grandma's place and around the area. Isn't that fun? And I've done so many things like that before. I was videoing, and there's a lot of things that I want us to be able to get out and do now that we are videoing, because what a treasure, right? What a treasure that is. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to keep working on my hat. I plan to have it finished and maybe start on something else for the next craft hour. We'll see. We will see. And I may have my sweater sewn together. I have the back panel done, the two front panels done. I need to put those together and make the border around, and then I need to make the sleeves, and then it'll be done. Diane says, I would love to be able to do that, but sadly the home place is now underneath the highway. Yeah, and that happens. Absolutely. Sandra says, love to y'all and stay safe. Let's see. I don't even know for sure what I'm going to do today, but for at least for a little while, I'm going to probably make a cup of hot tea and go sit out on the swing under the maple tree that doesn't have any leaves yet, but the leaves in the woods are starting to bud out. I can see it on the hillside. I can see that little light green hint of light green out there. So I know they're budding out and getting ready to go. I can't wait for our maple tree to bloom. I call it blooming because they make those, it's really pretty, and I'm going to document the whole thing this year, where they make those, they're red and really pretty, and then they dry up and they become those, we call them helicopters that fall and twirl to the ground, right? We love to play with those. But it's really pretty at that time. And so I'm going to document that real well this year, and because I really enjoy it. It's one of the things I enjoy. But thank you all for being here. You're awesome. You're amazing. You make my day when you come spend some time with me. I hope you have a wonderful day, no matter what your temperature is. If it's raining, snowing, or clear and sunny, have a wonderful day. And let me get over here to turn that music off and get ready here for our outro. But remember how amazing you are. And if you're struggling right now, know that you can do hard things and you are going to get through it. You can make it. You can make it. So until next time, I don't have a pretty cup today. I got my bottle of water. So cheers to you for being here and being fabulous and wonderful, and for being my friends. Thank you. And until next time.